So today is an interesting day. I'm going to take a video with the drone and with the phone of a famous vehicle. It's the old red that Chris Barber, the beginning of the Freedom Convoy in Canada. He's pulling this brand new seed drill. I find it interesting that everyone should remember when all of their freedoms were tromped on around the whole globe. Doesn't matter what country you're from. In the name of science and health or whatever else, all of our restrictions, all of our freedoms were restricted. And here's somebody that stood up for it, and everyone who knows anything about Canada and has heard about the trucker convoy, whether you're against or for it, you know that your freedoms and your rights were restricted by your government, no matter what country you were in. Anyway, here's a famous vehicle coming down the road. I'm going to get a video of it. What I find really interesting about it is he's currently in a fight with the government about trying to retain ownership of his own personal truck because it represents something terrible. I've never seen this truck in real life, and I never saw it in Ottawa, and that's what makes it famous. But I did see a vehicle in Ottawa that I thought was famous and is famous, and that's the limousine Mercedes limo car that belonged to Adolf Hitler. So that's in the Canadian National War Museum in Ottawa, Adolf Hitler's car. And yet, that's okay, but the government wants to confiscate Chris Barber's truck and destroy it. Think about that for a minute. Now let's have a look at the car. There it is. Well, there's the famous truck.
Yeah. No, I'm looking. No cars picked up.
You bet. This will be posted on YouTube. There's the famous old red. We stand for all, big red. Ask him if I could take a picture. So this is Chris Barber's truck. There's a swamper. Oh, I'm in the way, sorry. So that's a nice looking rig.
Pretty cool, eh?
Very cool. Anyway, the thing I find most interesting of all is it stands for freedom of speech. Whether you believed in it or not, you certainly had your rights tromped on by every government, in Canada especially. And if they are okay with having Adolf Hitler's car in a museum in Ottawa, I don't see why they would have a trouble with having this vehicle still owned by the old man who owns it. Stand for your rights. So this is Chris Barber, one of the leaders that stood up for everybody's rights here in Canada. And this is the famous truck. So I'm pleased to meet him.
Nice to meet you too.
You have any messages?
Well, we really appreciate all the support that's out there right now. We've seen an outpouring of support since the government introduced the forfeiture order on the truck. So I'd just like to thank everybody for standing with us, and that's the most important thing right now.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.
That forfeiture thing, that's ridiculous, right? Like I've seen Adolf Hitler's car in Ottawa. They're okay with that. They don't want you to have this.
Yeah.
This sounds a little sour.
There's a lot of double standards right now, so we'll keep working with it and we'll keep fighting.
Right on. Thanks for watching. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.